Hi, folks. It's Joe Russo here, your summer eClass principal, and I'm coming to you live from the board office here at Young & Shepherd. I have started the broadcast a couple minutes early, and just want to make sure that we're able to connect and that we are ready to go. The chat area is very alive, and many of you have logged in and have started chatting via asking questions and saying hello.
We are ready to go. The chat,
which is awesome. So the other thing I wanted to highlight is that I also shared, and I'll share it again, a Google form for you to ask questions. If you can't chat, you can't enter the chat. There you go. Okay. So first of all, I want to say thank you for making the time to be here today. We have to acknowledge, though, that we live in pretty cool times where we can learn online, be pretty much anywhere in the world, and also still be able to put a face to a name and connect and be able to have these live opportunities where we can share information in real time and really enhance the learning opportunities out there and the learning process. So really, thanks so much for joining me live. Part of these broadcasts is really about connecting with parents and students and teachers, because there's no better way to move forward with the great work that we're trying to do than by getting that information in a timely manner. And these sessions are offer just that, the opportunity to ask those questions, make those comments, provide that feedback, and get information back in a timely manner so you can continue to move forward in what it is that you're doing. So I am going to just quickly scan the chat area, get a sense of the questions that are being asked. Okay. So I've got a question from Allie. Does it depend on our online teacher for where the assignments will be posted? Because in the assignments tab, it shows the Dropbox for several activities. Do we have to do them all together? That's a great question. So in terms of the expectations, the assignments, the activities that are shared, if there are preset assignments folders that are already there, your teacher will probably be using all of them, or they're still preparing their class in the background while you're logging in and accessing other things. They will also notify you as to when something is due, what the Dropbox or assignments folder name is, and that way you know exactly when and where to submit your work. Okay? Or will our teacher post which assignments to do on the homepage? That's a great question again, or comment. Each teacher has their own style and their own sort of setup, workflow setup. So when it comes to sharing information, your teacher could send you all emails within the course, could post announcements, could use the activity feed, and could chat as well. You know, again, it all depends on their style and how they lay things out. But really, if you're not sure, the best course of action is to log in daily, to locate your teacher's email within the course and reach out to them. Okay, so let's start there, because a lot of these questions that you're asking can also be answered in a very timely manner by your teachers. So I'm now going to share my screen, and we're going to go into a course shell, and I'll show you where you can find your teacher. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the e-learning site, and here's our e-learning site. And I would have logged in already. So your courses would either be on the right-hand side, these tiles here under My Courses widget, or they could be found up here in the 3x3 grid, and then all you have to do is find your course. An easy way to find your course is to enter 2018 SS, all one word, and then it'll identify exactly where the course is. Once you found the course, if you have many, you'll have the opportunity to pin it up so that that's the first course that you see. So for the sake of the demonstration around how to find your teacher, I'm just going to choose a course shell, and I will choose our teacher course shell. So all of our teachers are working in one course shell together and communicating. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the class list. So once you go to the class list, how you find your teacher is very simple. Under the role column, you'll find that there will be one teacher that is assigned the teacher role. And then all you have to do is just click on their name. As soon as you click on their name, a window opens up for you to compose a message, and then you can just say hello. Hello. And in the body of the email, you can enter in your text. You can also use the editor to, insert other things like videos, hyperlinks, whatever it is that you want to share. But really, the most common form or exchange through email is through text. And so you can say, I am just saying hello, ... And then once you're done, okay, there's nothing else to select other than to send. Okay, so that's the easiest way to contact your teacher, is to go to your class list, select their name based on identifying them as having the role of teacher, and then you can compose a message and reach out to them. Okay, how do you know if they respond? Well, when you log in, you'll notice that along the top here, you have icons that provide message alerts. This is email, this is for chat, and here you've got updates that have happened that you should click on that you might want to be aware of. So in terms of the message alerts, rather, you have a choice of instant messages or email. So if you received an email, then you'd see a little dot here, red dot, indicating a notification. And then same thing here if you're using the instant message service. When it comes to subscription alerts, these are the alerts that come from whether you're subscribed to multiple course shells. Okay, so I have to, really stress that we're beginning with communication, because you have to be present and regularly online to connect with your teacher to find out what's happening. That's the biggest challenge to taking an online course. So a lot of you have asked, do I have to log in every day? How long do I have to log in? Well, you know what, folks? E-learning is a flexible option. So if your teacher posts announcements and shares instructions and shares a specific calendar of events, you need to know what you need to do, okay, to complete those tasks on time. And so you have the opportunity to lay out your schedule, still be involved with a lot of things, but have those due dates set up in place in your calendar so that you'll be able to meet those deadlines and submit the best work that you can as a reflection of what you've learned. Okay, so being aware of these due dates as well gives you a sense of when you need to be online to email your teacher and ask questions and provide that feedback so that they can provide you that feedback in a timely manner. So you can't just jump in and say, oh wow, this is due, I hope my teacher's online and I hope they can answer this question for me so that I know what to do going forward. This is not live TV where, we are going through live TV right now, but I'm saying being in an online course is not like there's someone there 24 hours, 7 days a week. You have to be aware of what's due, be aware of what you need. And if you have those questions, you also have to be aware that you have to ask them in a timely manner. Okay? So you're aware of how to access your course, you're aware of how to find your teacher, and you're aware that being online means being present and being regularly in touch with what you have to do in your course. You know how to email your teacher, so you're good to go. Let's see what these other questions are all about. I don't know where to submit assignments or have to even make a blog. It's so confusing. I'll answer the assignments piece. I don't know about the blog piece because that could be an individual assignment that you need clarity on from your teacher. So in terms of individual assignments and submissions, so I'll share my screen again. And I'm going to go back to our staff e-learning course, and you're going to go to the assignments folder. So in terms of the assignments folders, so here are your assignments folders. And for example, I've invited every teacher to submit a course syllabus. So in terms of course information for your course, and that's where you would go and submit your work. So your teachers would have labeled and titled each of the assignments folder to match what it is that you need to submit. So all you have to do is click on the course syllabus or click on the actual title of the assignments folder, and then you would have to basically select, or what will happen actually, what I'll do is I'll view this as a student. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so I'm going to select assignments. Sorry about that, I was in as a teacher. So as a student, this is what I would see. I would see that course syllabus is a assignment folder. I would select it, and then this is the actual area that would open up that you would have to complete your submission through. So if you have to add a file, then you would select add a file, and then it would pick up from your computer the file you're trying to share. And then you would hit submit, and then you're done. Okay, and then how do you know if your submission was received? Then I'm just going to stop being actually I'm going to remain as a student for now for another minute. How do you know if your submission was received? Then you would go to your email, because your inbox will have received a receipt notification of your submission. Okay, the reason why I want to stay on this page is I wanted to bring your attention to this little icon here right next to the title of this assignments folder. And if you hover over top of it, you'll notice that a window opens up that names or identifies what that icon is about. And it's about the originality check service. So every time you see that symbol, that means that your teacher has enabled Turnitin. Turnitin checks for originality. So if you're submitting work that belongs to someone else, it will identify that it is not original. It'll provide a report, and then students and teachers can review that report together and discuss what is original, what is concerning, and if something needs to be redone. Okay? So thanks for asking that question, because being aware of the assignments folder is a really big deal. That's where you submit your work. That's where you're going to get the feedback. That's where all your teachers are going to give you your marks in terms of feedback as they relate to each of the individual submissions. Okay. Just going forward here. Did you do summer school? What can't you sign into? I see you're having side conversations. Awesome. Supporting each other. I can't log in since I was away when I got an email about logging in the last 24 hours. So folks, I'm just going to stop sharing for a minute. So, we've been at this quite a while, and in terms of offering this amazing opportunity and program. However, we started registration a long time ago. And for Toronto Catholic students, we communicated with your guidance counselors. The opportunity has been available for a while. So if you are making a last-minute attempt to register, please note we are doing our best to support as many students as possible given the limited number of seats. And in a short period of time, we're trying to turn things around. The best way to be in touch with making a request would be through email. And the email is eregister@tcdsb.org, or you can have my email, which is joe.russo@tcdsb.org. Okay? So I understand that you're trying to make this attempt and you need to access, and even if you have registered and you still need a password reset, we had communicated a long time ago that if you forgot your password or needed it reset, that you would do that at your day school prior to the program starting. But again, we are trying to support as many students as possible. Same thing with the non-Toronto Catholic students. We are trying to accept all of your applications and process all registrations, but it does take time. So having said that, and again, reminding that email is the best way to communicate us in terms of multiple people accessing the inbox and working around the clock. The most important piece that follows this this time that it takes to complete registration or gain access is the fact that your teachers know that registration is open until Friday, July the 6th. Okay, and it'll close at 3 o'clock. And so your teachers are expecting that students will be joining the course late. And so they are going to have their radar on for anyone who is joining late and has logged in late. And they will be accepting work. And I hate to say the word late, but they will be accepting work from those that are joining late because of registering late. Okay? And in no way, shape, or form are those students that are registering late going to be penalized on their work because they joined the course late. But as of Monday, going forward, when registration is closed, the expectation is that everybody is logging in and that everybody is keeping up, and better yet, getting ahead by making sure that before work is submitted, that you're contacting your teacher and you're getting that necessary feedback before you're submitting, so that you're submitting the best work that you can, which tries to capture all of your learning and what you've experienced in that activity. Okay, so I'm going to review more questions. I signed up for a course, but it's not showing up on the homepage. Like I said, if something is not showing up, please email us. And if you have, please refrain from multiple emails, because what happens is you're just going to clog up our inbox and we're not going to get to everything in a timely manner because we're going through the same email more than once, and we could be potentially resetting a password more than once unnecessarily. So if you have sent an email to eRegister or myself, please know that there are 5 people working on that inbox right now as we speak. Okay. Do we use D2L for our classes? Absolutely. Well, D2L is the provider. D2L is the provider. The Ministry of Education has acquired their services, and their service is called Brightspace by D2L. The ministry and ourselves refer to your e-learning site as the virtual learning environment, because virtually it provides an environment that can house all sorts of integration of different tools. So it is a pretty awesome experience to be learning online. And thanks to the ministry and to D2L for providing this great opportunity. I need help on my summer school registration. They put someone else's name when I registered at the school. So again, that would be resolved as soon as possible. Just send us an email. Where are due dates for assignments? They would be associated with the assignment folder. So when you're looking at the assignments folder, there should be a due date that is visible. Also, teachers can enter that due date and enable it to be connected to a course calendar. So if you are on the home page, you may be able to see a course calendar that has those due dates. Okay. Can you end assignments before the due date? Absolutely. Just as long as the Dropbox is open and, the assignments folder is open, you can definitely submit your work. I still can't log in, John. I know we're working on your emails. I saw your email. As soon as I'm done this broadcast, I'm going to be getting back to my email and trying to help out as many as possible. Okay. How do we know which lesson is for each day? Adam, that would be a question that you would have to pose to your teacher. So your teacher would be laying out exactly what the expectation is that you're working on day in and day out. Okay. Do we have worksheets to do, Lily? That would be something you would have to review in the content, and also, discuss with your teacher within the course. Where can I find the teacher's email? Go to your course's class list, and then you can find your teacher, because their role in the column where that's identified as role would be labeled as teacher. Okay, and then just click on their name and a window will open up for you to send them an email. Okay, will you be emailing us the assignments? No, your teacher will be communicating all of your work and assignments that are required and assigned. How do you submit your work? We went through the assignments folder for that. The login link isn't working. It keeps bringing me back to the login page. Yeah, so Karen, let me know the challenge in logging in, and we will try to assist. Mr. Russo, can you please post this live? Oh, the chat is happening so quickly. You guys are awesome. Does Google Docs work as an alternative for Word? You cannot upload a Google Doc to the assignments folder. If you're working on a Google Doc, you can actually download it as a Word document or as a PDF file, and then that file format can be uploaded to your assignments folder. The 1 o'clock broadcast today is going to be very similar to this. It's just an opportunity to be online and to have students ask me any questions that they have. Okay. How to submit work, go to assignments. Oh, you're awesome. Little summary there. You're awesome, Park Jammin. What is the point of this stream? All I need are my assignments. Let me do them and be done. So Jambro, no need to be unappreciative. This is an opportunity to say hello and ask as many questions as you need. In terms of the work specific to your course, like I had said through this broadcast, which I'm going to answer so that it is helpful to you as well, you're going to have to email your teacher if you've got course-specific questions related to assignments. Okay? Sir, when we'll be getting our assignments? Again, you will be going to your course and emailing your teacher about clarity around what is due. Okay? I am doing session 2 for eClass. I'm doing 2 courses, but it's still showing 1. Session 2 courses will start appearing very soon. We're still hiring teachers because, like I said, we're probably the only program in the province right now that is still open for registration. And because of that, we are doing our best to turn around as many registrations as possible. By turnaround, I mean processing registrations and have students ready to be online by the start of their course or within a day or so. Okay? Sir, some students have a different interface. Like for my math program, it does not have the same screen as you. While when I use my English course, I have the same interface as you. Yeah, so the courses are updated, and so some courses will look different, and some courses will look newer, and some will not be the updated version. Either way, they will still work. Okay. My login isn't working. I've waited over 48 hours, Karen. I completely understand. You can send me an email personally. And if you already have, like I said, as soon as I'm done this broadcast, I will be checking my inbox and trying to assist. Okay, let's keep going. Assignments shouldn't be too much. No courses. Okay, just scrolling through. Some of you are answering each other's questions. Thank you so much for the help. I am a bit tired. I only know my user ID, but not the password. I emailed you register around 2 days ago. So Zara, we're trying to get to that, and we'll try to give you an updated password by today. Okay? Okay, just looking through different questions. Some I've already answered. So I registered a course reclass session today from my school. Yeah, so Naki, here's an example. If you registered today, there's a lot of other emails in queue and requests, so we're doing our best. Registration today, I mean, like I said, it takes a lot of time to process the registration. So we're hoping to have everyone that has requested a registration up and running by Friday at the latest. Okay. On the website, my teacher said that the course goes until July 30th, but I won't be able to be online after July 27th. Can I finish early? So Maya, great question. The expectation is that you're going to be available until July 30th. And you know, the biggest challenge is if you're taking a grade 12 university course, you have to be present at the board office here at 80 Shepherd Avenue East to write the exam. Other than that, you're always online, so you can access anywhere you are around the world that has Wi-Fi. Okay. So I'm just scanning more questions, and they're all very similar. I'm just going to send a text here to someone that is helping students outside. There may be something I have to go and have a look at, so just give me 1 second. On a live broadcast. Okay, so I'm going to continue to look through the questions. You've asked so many, which is fantastic. So I signed up for last minute. We talked about that. My friend did history online and had no. Okay, so you're chatting with one another. Awesome. Okay. My thing does not show my assignments. How do I reset? I already sent 2 emails to Joe, which would be me. Yep. Havoc, I'm going to try to get to them as soon as possible. Okay. What are the emails? I'll put the emails in the chat area. So we've got joe.russo@tcdsb.org and eregister@tcdsb.org. Okay. Okay. Wow, lots of questions. I'm going to try to keep going here towards the bottom. How do we do tests and quizzes? Do we go to 80 Shepherd? No, tests and quizzes are all done online. And so if you need that clarification, you would also ask your teacher. Okay, how do you find your courses? When you log in, just search 2018 SS, and then you'll be able to identify your course. I was wondering if you can explain how to hand stuff in. It's different from eClass I took last semester. So it looks different, absolutely. But in terms of submitting your work, there used to be an icon or a function called Dropbox. That has been renamed to assignments. And so the assignments folder has specific folders for each activity your teacher wants to submit. So all you have to do is click on that link and then upload your work. Okay? Do we need to do the student orientation course? No, you don't need to do the student orientation course. The student orientation course was shared because it's an amazing resource that the Ministry of Education produced by teachers, certified teachers. And what the orientation course does is it's, again, another opportunity for you to go into the orientation course, click on the resources to help you understand how to submit work, how to contact your teacher, how to use the chat feature, how to engage in discussions, all the how-tos that you can review at your own pace that will help you be prepared to fully utilize the e-learning site and, again, maximize the learning opportunity for you to achieve the best that you can while you're taking the online course. Okay? How do I find my teacher's Gmail? They aren't in the class. You wouldn't be finding your teacher's external email. Everything has to be an internal email within the course. And like I said, when you're on the class list, just click on their name, and their name, you would identify them because their role would be teacher. And then you just click on their name, it opens up to compose a message out to them. Okay? I've got a question here. Does the course we've taken show up on OUAC saying currently enrolled? So right now, in terms of whatever it is that you're currently enrolled in, For non-Toronto Catholic students, you would have to take your midterm report, for example, and bring it over to your school board or to your registrar's office of the course of the institution you're trying to register with after this course, and let them know that you're taking a course. There is no automatic transfer of information to OUAC or OCAS on behalf of non-Toronto Catholic students. Great question. I need a 75 in English to get in my college program, and I have 68. Will it boost up? How long are the assignments? So there is no upgrade option when you're taking an eClass course. So you're not taking part of the course to increase your mark. You have to take the course in its entirety all over again. And then, of course, you know, we're hoping that you're going to do better than what you've achieved in the past, and that will be reflected in your student records and along with what you've earned in the past in the same course. Okay. The 1 p.m. stream is, again, just this. I'm giving you a chance to get on the chat and connect with me and ask any questions you have, and I'm hoping to you know, relieve any kind of worries that you might have related to something you don't know about as you try and start your course. Okay. How you find your class when you log in, just enter 2018 SS, all one word, and in your course area, you'd be able to find your course. Okay. What if I fail this eClass? Would it be able to do it again? Yeah, we've got session 2. Session 2 starts July 17th and it ends on August 13th. Okay, if you want to make that request, then you let us know. Okay. So it is 11:30. I know a lot of you are still on the chat. Thank you so much. I highly recommend that you subscribe to my channel so that way you get notifications as to when I start a live broadcast this summer. And then when you're done, then your course, you can obviously unsubscribe so that you don't have to get notifications. I'm in a session, so just texting someone. Okay, folks, so I hope that this helped. I know a lot of you are having still the need to get that username and password reset or issued. Again, I'm hanging up now and I'm going right to my inbox to get work done. So I appreciate your patience, and thanks again for you know, considering us as your online learning option. All right, folks, I will continue to monitor the chat, but I will be back on at 1 o'clock today. And I'm sorry I switched the links on the places where I've shared them, but I will be on at 1 o'clock. All right, folks, bye for now.